My name is Lacey and welcome back to Late Night Coloring Mama. Tonight I thought we'd do another color in chat, and I will be using, I hauled these in my last haul, the 21 count illustration pastel markers, broad and fine dual tip markers. These were purchased from Five Below. Gonna give them a try. I haven't even swatched them yet, which I still would like to do, but I thought I'd try them to see how well they color, and then also if we have any yellowing. So with that, let me move this out of the way. Try not to bump the camera. I might a little bit. I'm going to color in Relaxation Patterns by Coco Wyo, coloring book to spark your imagination. I have Mike Wazowski sitting by me. My daughter put Mike on my desk. She put it on my desk actually a few days ago. So this is what it looks like. And you can actually get these characters at the Dollar Tree. So if you like Disney characters or anything, they have a bunch of them. My kids love them. They have these ones. They have Kung Fu Panda. I think my kids have a few other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, Mike Wazowski is on my desk tonight. I don't want to put it like in because my coloring book will probably bump it and knock it down. So I'll move it to the side here. So again, back to the book. I have not colored in here yet. My hands are not. I did purchase this off Amazon, so I can link it down below. And this is the pattern I'm going to try to do tonight. Hopefully it doesn't play too many tricks on my eyes. I got the colors I believe picked out that I want to use. I'm going to try to stick to just 4. We will see. So let's get started, and I'll show you the 4 colors that I'm going to use as I go. I'm going to kind of do them in an order. So here's the marker. These remind me so much of my Dabo and Shobo ones that I'm obsessed with. It just says illustration marker, fine tip, broad tip. This is number 67, pastel blue. And you guys know I like using the fine tip. This is what it looks like. So let's see if they're worth the $5 or not. I think it was like $5 or $5.55. But I've been excited to use these. And I thought like pastel colors, I like pastel colors, and it's gonna be spring. This blue would look good for winter too, winter snow. Now they do have kind of a strong scent. I will tell you that right now. As I'm coloring, I get a whiff of a really strong scent. Like some of my markers I can't even smell, but this one does have a strong scent, so if that's gonna bother you, probably not get them, I guess. It doesn't bother me, but it does have a strong scent. And the next color I'm using, let's see, here they are again, 77 Pale Blue. Oh, that wasn't the color I wanted to use. I grabbed the wrong color, so let me get the box. I wanted to use Pale Lavender. It's too busy looking, maybe not. That almost looks lavender. We'll try the Pale Lavender and see what it looks like. We'll see. I don't even know if these colors are going to look good together. I just thought, let's try it out. Okay, so this one is 145 Pale Lavender. Okay. So far, I feel like these are really lightweight, and I feel like they color like my Dabo and Shobo, so oh my goodness, I might have to look to see. We'll see when the picture's done if I notice anything different. But if they have other markers and if these are really good, it might be worth to go back and get some more. I always kind of like trace. I don't know why. Not always, I guess. Not always, but a lot of times I do. I do like this color though. I also think with markers too, like you get some yellowing or whatnot. It depends on the paper too, I think. Okay, so far these are feeling good. Okay, the third color I'm going to use, my hands are slippery today, 147 Pale Lilac. For some reason, I feel like I didn't pick this either. I am having a day. I just kind of glanced at the top. I wanted to use pastel pink, so I'm going to grab that too while I'm in here. I think they all kind of look close enough, not an exact color, so I just kind of looked. Okay, yes, I want this pastel pink color. And hopefully I can get this color and chat done in one session. I'm hoping so. But it is what it is, you know. I really do love how these color though. Does anyone else have these markers? If you do you know if they have other ones that are illustration markers there that are not pastel? I know all stores are different, and they doesn't mean mine would carry them. But I'd just be interested. Now, the 5 below where I live, they don't have very many coloring books. I see some videos where people get a ton of coloring books at theirs. Yeah, ours doesn't have very many. But I like the store for a lot of stuff. They got a lot of neat stuff in there, not just coloring wise. They got like little home decor, home, you know. They got workout stuff. They got sandals. I got a pair of sandals there one time that I loved. Everybody loved them. They're like, oh my goodness, where'd you get those? And I'm like, 5 below. $5. They got makeup there. I've tried the foundation one time when I was like in a pinch and I got some and it worked great. So it doesn't hurt to try things. Okay, and the fourth color that I'm going to use is going to be 175 Lime Green. So we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, this does look like a lime color, an actual lime. For some reason I was picturing it different. But it does actually look like a lime color. An actual true lime green compared to some. Actually just bought some lemons a few days back at the grocery store. Not limes, but I got lemons. I like to have lemons in my tea. And at night I like to drink tea, sometimes before bed. Helps me like relax and unwind a little bit. And I've been reading a lot more, like after coloring, I'll stay up and read for a while too. Been working on my February coloring pictures that I have that you guys haven't seen. One of them, I'm just kind of over coloring it. I'm gonna finish it, of course, 'cause I'm so close. At first it was awesome. I loved coloring it, and then after a while it kind of was just like, oh, this is taking a long time, which normally, you know, I don't care. Still takes me a long time because I always color slow and I try to make it look decent. And I just felt like things were getting repetitive on it, and I was like, oh, I just need a break. So that one I've done a little bit here and there, kind of, I don't know, not finishing it all at once, but yeah, it will be finished though, and I'll be happy. I love the book. I guess I wasn't like at the time I was feeling the picture, but after a while I was just kind of like, nah. Do you guys ever get that way? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go back to the pastel blue. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky. I think my eyes are going to play with me a little bit on this. We'll see, because it goes a bunch of different directions. And see if these markers will last that long. I'm going to try not to turn my book. I have a habit, sometimes still, I've gotten better at keeping it straighter. But since I am left-handed, for me, I always had to turn my book. I turn my page when I write. So I'm going to try not to turn it when I'm doing this. Did I already ask if any of you have this coloring book? If you guys colored in here, does it play tricks on your eyes? This is my first one, so I'm like a little nervous that I might mess it up. Okay, so this one has to go back around here. I mean, they're fun to do. I love pattern books, but they are pretty relaxing for the most part, but sometimes my eyes just like, I don't know. Let's see how this looks. So far, I'm not seeing any yellowing, so that's a plus. So how is everyone doing tonight? How are you doing? Hope you all are happy and you're doing good. We actually had a high of 52. 52. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm going to move my wrists probably a lot around while doing this. Okay, I think it kind of makes the shape of a butterfly. We'll see. So my sister, my niece, my sister's boss, and I think it was her boss's daughter. I'm not sure, 100% sure. Myself, my dad, my nephew, and my sister-in-law. We went to that All's In for Alzheimer's bingo, and it was a lot of fun. They had a silent auction. There's a lot of stuff donated where you could bid on certain things and win. It was basically mostly a purse bingo, so you could win that. They did have a raffle for men or women for a 12 gauge. I know my dad, my dad didn't go in it, but my nephew and my sister-in-law did. My nephew is a 19, so he's old enough. He's a hunter, so um, they put in for that. And then they also had griddles, like the outside ones, but they're just like tabletop ones. And it was so funny. The person that won, he he could either choose a purse or a griddle, and he's like, I'm taking the griddle. And that was like in the first session, because they had two sessions. The first session was like 5 games and $20, and the second one was 10 games and $40, and all the proceeds would go to Alzheimer's. And there was the people that were doing this, their dads and had it. And my mom had Alzheimer's and she passed away this month, so we thought it'd be something to go to and do. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But so at the second session, they put out another griddle. The same guy won again. How lucky. And he chose a griddle again, so he was going to have two griddles. I mean, you could definitely use them both, cook a bunch of stuff on them. That was just funny. And then if you ordered food there, the company that let them rent out, they were donating $1, I think, out of each. And they were expecting hundreds of people. I'm not saying how many there were because I don't know, but that place was so packed. I don't think everybody fit in there. I think they had the other part open because it was so packed. So it was a good turnout there. I think it was hard to hear sometimes in there because it was a lot of people. And they were talking on the microphone, so sometimes the microphone sounded muffled. My sister was saying, which I couldn't hear, that she thought at the end of the games and everything they did in the silent auctions, she thought they said they raised a total of that day $75,000, which is amazing. And the food I thought was really good. I just got it was a little expensive. I just got a cheeseburger and fries because they just had basically, because it's like a bar and grill, and normally they have other food, but since it was just that day, they were doing more like a bar type food, I guess. I don't know how you'd call it, but it was really good. Good food. And I also won at bingo, and I was so nervous. I had like a couple numbers left, and I was sitting next to myself, like, oh my goodness. And I always get nervous, even if I'm not winning and I'm close. I don't know, it's just the anxiety and adrenaline. I get nervous that you have to like yell or shout bingo. Are any of you like that? Get nervous at like yelling stuff out? So I was nervous, and all of a sudden the last number was called, and it was mine, and I yelled so loud. My sister's like, oh my gosh, my ear's ringing. I was so nervous. I was like, sorry. But yes, I did win a purse. It's more of like a spring summer purse. It is like a cream white color. It's beautiful. It's definitely not a purse I would normally buy myself because I normally only spend like maybe $30 max on a purse. I guess I don't know. I'm kind of a plain Jane. But yeah, the purse I won was a Coach purse, and they said it was $450, and it is a real one. We looked into that, and they looked in, and they said yes, it is. It's a real purse. So that was really, really exciting. My mom would have loved it. My mom loved purses. She wouldn't spend that much on a purse either, but she absolutely loved purses. So maybe she was watching. I don't know, but I was just like, wow. All right, so the next color, I think I'm going to go around that way. So I had rode with my sister there. My sister said she would pick me up because she was picking up her daughter, which is my niece, to go. And my dad came out later. He only played one game of bingo. He doesn't really, but he played and he knew people there and it was nice. Got to catch up with them. My nephew played the first session and then he left, but the rest of us stayed the whole time. And then after that, me and my sister dropped off my niece at her house. And then we went to Walmart because she had to get some things because she had to go to work the next day. And she's like, oh, can we go there quick? I have to get some things, maybe a couple groceries and other things for work because she packs a lunch too. I used to pack a lunch when I worked as well. I used to work 12-hour shifts. And I packed a lunch when I worked 8 hours too. So we went there and I got my son a new water bottle, which normally I look at our Walmart, they have like water bottles by the plates and stuff like that. That's normally where I get my son. So we were walking around and we went by Sporting Goods. And they had a really nice looking one. I thought it'd be easier to clean than the one he had. The one he had was just getting rough. And we clean them, every day, of course. Because he gets to have one in class. In his classroom, they get to fill up water bottles and have water, which is nice. I wish we could have had that in school. I feel like I was always thirsty. I'm always thirsty now. I've been trying to drink more water a lot lately. So yeah, I got him a water bottle. And then we had to go to my dad's to fill out some more thank yous for my mom. We're still getting sympathy cards. I had one sent to my house, and then one, there's few, actually quite a few at my dad's yet. So they just keep coming. A lot of people knew my mom, like people at the visitation and her funeral. My dad didn't even know some of them. They'd introduced how they knew my mom. My mom, wherever she went, she was always talking to people. Happy person and very friendly. A lot of people loved her, so it was really nice. So we filled out some of those some more. And sat and visited for a couple hours. So yeah, bingo was early, so I had lunch there. And then my other niece stopped over to my dad's, which she rents the house next door. So she came over and visited for a while with everyone, and that was pretty nice. We're actually getting at the cemetery, my dad asked them if we could plant a tree there, and they said they did have room, so it'll be kind of closer to the end, but right by my mom's stone. We're gonna plant a memory tree for my mom. And my dad will be buried there next to her too. It's gonna have a stone or like a stone that will say in memory and her name. And we're going to get a maple tree that has red leaves on it, and I think that'll be really pretty. I'm liking the colors, you guys. I like these pastel colors a lot. I think it's looking really pretty. Yep, we just have to find the tree, the exact one we want, and then they will plant it. And obviously it'll take some years to grow, but that's going to be really pretty. I'm trying to not mess up here because it's so... Gotta like look at it really good. Try not to get the same color next to each other, I guess. Which could happen. You never know. Okay, so I gotta think about this a second. So I'm gonna do... I think I'm still gonna have some colors next to each other, but I guess that's okay. We'll see. I'm sure it'll still look fine. So after we left my dad's, I came home and my husband had ordered pizza for all of us, and him and the kids already ate. I told him, you know, go ahead, I'm going to be a little while. I got some things to do, and I'm not sure what kind of pizza he ordered, but it was delicious. And I know at the pizza place that we have, it's like a family-owned business. You can like customize, and a lot of pizza places you can customize. But he said it was like buffalo chicken, but underneath, like the bottom of the crust, there was like burger. And then it had like sauce, and then it had like the cheese and other stuff, and then the chicken. So I don't know, but it was really good. And then the kids, they just had cheese pizza. They just had like, I don't know, probably a small cheese pizza, I think. I'm guessing a little bit bigger than the personalized, so small. And they cut them into little squares too. So that was pretty good. Do you guys have any family-owned pizza places that are really good where you live? When I was a kid, when they make like their sausage pizza, they call it like, I think it's called their Mamma Mia. It has some like spice, and the sausage pieces, well, it's one big piece. It's big piece, and like they're in squares, so it's like the whole middle of it, pretty much, besides the outside corners, is a big sausage. And it's super cheesy. When I was a kid, I got sick from that pizza, like because of the sausage spice. So for years I couldn't eat it. I was like, "Oh, gross. I'm not eating that." I got sick when I was younger. I remember getting sick. My my parents had ordered it and my friend stayed over, and I remember waking up in the middle of the night and having her go get my parents because I was so sick. I was young. I don't even know. I was really little. Maybe 6, maybe 7. But then when I was pregnant with my son, I had a huge craving for it. Like, I wanted it. Oh, it was so good. And I love it since. That was years ago. So, and I like to put crushed red pepper on mine too. Yeah, it's so good. They have really good taco pizza too. My husband likes their Greek chicken pizza. That's his favorite. So yeah, we had them for supper. And then after that, he had already gotten the kids ready for bed by the time I got home, but they were still up but in bed. So I gave them hugs and everything, and they were happy to see me because they had to go to school. Well, my son did. I always say they do because my daughter will be going to school. But they go to bed at the same time. So I'm recording this on a Sunday. You guys will be seeing this video probably on Wednesday. I have new videos Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if I, for some reason, ain't able to, I'll let you guys know, and that would be in the community tab. But those are the days I post if you're interested. I feel like my nose has just been so running lately. I feel like I've had this cold, kind of like sinusy cold, for like a month now. And always like, and now I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know. But you know, it's still technically winter and you get colds all year anyway. I get sinus stuff a lot. Okay, so I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. So I think I'm going to do the green next. The lime green. Sorry, my nose. This will probably be a longer color and chat, like normal. You guys know my color and chats aren't short. That's okay, I think. Okay, so I think I have an idea how I'm going to do the next one. So they might still be touching, but I think it's going to work the way I have. I'm talking about this part because I'm going to have colors touching, I think, regardless. But I think I have an idea. See how it looks once I'm done here. Sorry, I'm talking kind of quiet, I think. Try to talk a little bit louder. My throat is so dry. I'm drinking some water, but... yeah, these are really pretty colors. So I've been thinking, I know I keep talking about this, and this is the one I'll probably eventually do my diamond painting chat with you guys at some point so I can work on it. So my second diamond painting that I'm hoping to finish sometime has owls on it. I think I'm actually, once I finish that, I want to hang it up in my living room. Either that or it'll go in my daughter's room because I can't really describe. I think it has like, it's a light colored. They're light colors. But I really like it. And originally, something funny, and I may have already said this before, so a long time ago I found this beautiful, like, bright colored, hot pink, hot purple, neon green owl picture, and I'm like, that is so cool, and it had like a bunch of moons, and I'm like, I would love to have that diamond painting. So I got on Amazon and I ordered it up, and the mail came, and I was excited. I'm like, oh, my diamond painting's here, I want to look at it. Opened it up, it wasn't the right diamond painting. So I was a little bummed, but it turned out I really loved this one. It was the same price and everything. So I was like, I'll just keep this one. This one will probably go a lot better anyway. So yes, that happened. It was the wrong diamond painting at the time. Oh well, can always find use for the other one. And I loved it anyway. So I wasn't super bummed or anything. Now, some of these I'm afraid I am going to tip the book upside down. I guess it probably wouldn't matter because it's pretty much the same thing. So if I tipped it, you guys would be able to see the same image pretty much. We'll see how it gets if I get to my eyes start playing tricks really bad. Or not, maybe they won't. Okay, I'm thinking. Bear with me a second. I got it to make them not touch. I got the idea. Sorry, I think I bumped the camera. So let me get that here. I think I'm going to do blue. I think I'm going to do blue here and then green. And I don't think they'll touch. I don't think. We'll see. We've already been recording for 41 minutes, guys. Gonna be a long one. And yes, I do go out of the lines. It happens. Don't worry about it really too much. Sometimes I'm like, oh, but I still color it. That is something that used to upset me really bad when I used to go out of the lines. I'd be like over the picture. That was a long time ago, though. I'm learning to manage some things. Being anxious and whatnot. So me and my sister were talking one day. So when I go to bed and I put my head down, you guys might think this is funny, but like my head, like I lay it on the pillow and my head kind of, I have like a tick. I have a tick. It like moves, like jerks like 5 times. And I don't know when that started because that wasn't always there. My sister says her son, my nephew, has that too. He'll do that too. His has gotten better, like he doesn't do it as much. We were talking about that. Do any of you have like a nervous or a tick from stress or anything? And I don't know, maybe that was why my neck was hurting. I don't know. I don't think I did it last night though. I usually know when I'm doing it, like I do it and I'm like, it's hard to stop it. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm just full of fun stuff, but that's okay. I don't know if my husband ever noticed it because he falls asleep so fast. He can hit the pillow and he's out. Not me. I wish I could fall asleep that fast. Are you like that? So I've been thinking, since I have enough videos now, I'm making some playlists. I have to look into it. I've never done it before. But I have enough color in chats. I could put some color in, I could do one like color in chats. So if you just want to watch my color in chats, you'd be able to view those. Also, color with me's. Do a separate one for color with me's if you just want to watch those. I could do some with just my completed pages and some with just hauls. And then eventually, if I get enough videos on diamond painting, I could do that too. So then you can just watch whatever ones you like. Do any of you have playlists? If you have a YouTube channel, do you like playlists? Well, this is coming along nicely, I think. And these markers are so far so good. I have my piece of paper underneath too. So yes, these remind me of my Dabo and Chobo, like, a lot. So I'm gonna end up loving these kinds of markers too. Okay, so I gotta think about the inside now. Well, I'm thinking here. I think I'm gonna do purple around these. This purple won't be touching. I'm kind of gonna jump around and try to figure it out, because I got this. We'll see. So on Tuesday, where I live, it is supposed to rain and snow. And it's been so nice lately. I'm kind of excited because I still kind of want snow. It won't stay, it'll just be a mess. It's supposed to be a high of 45 degrees, but the low is gonna be 4. Brr. We get colder than that too, but brr. Just having some weird weather this year. Very weird weather. One year, I don't remember if it was not this past December, but it might have been the December before, or maybe before that, we had tornadoes in December, and we don't ever get that stuff till like spring, summer. Don't get it in like the winter, so that was kind of weird for us. And I remember the Christmas tree being up. My daughter was really little. So yeah, it had to be like a year or two ago. She's still little. No, I'm thinking 2 years ago. Because our power flickered and then it went out. But we never had a tornado. It was just so windy and my son loved it when the power went out. You know, I lit some candles. Of course, I put them up high. And I had my little book light he was running around with. I'm so excited. We have flashlights too, but my daughter, she was freaked out. Now she'd probably love it, but then she was so freaked out because we went in the basement because we had the warnings, and she was so scared because it was so dark. In her room, she has a nightlight, and so does my son. I have a little nightlight, like one of those rock lamps. We leave that on in our room at night because it glows light enough and you can adjust it. So just so, if I have to get up in the middle of the night for something, I'm not tripping. Or if the dog's laying there, I can see where the dog is. Or my sister-in-law, she actually tripped over their dog and got a frozen shoulder. I think that's what she said it was anyway. She has to go get stuff done. So, yeah, things can happen. What do you guys think of these colors? Let me know in the comments. So I seen that Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out in theaters March 8th. My son, I know he's going to want to see that movie. He loves Kung Fu Panda, the cartoon. And he has some of those figures from the dollar store. Like the Mike Wazowski. For Monsters, Inc. I've been hearing a lot about this movie Saltburn. I don't know what it's about, but I'm hearing it's been really, like, getting really good reviews. Any of you guys heard of that movie or seen it? And then also the movie Poor Things. I seen the trailer and that looks kind of creepy, eerie, but like funny, I think. Creepy, eerie, but funny. I don't know. Not like a scary movie, but just, I don't know, weird. So I kind of want to see that too. So we'll see. It's been a little bit since I've watched a movie. Not too much, but you know, it's been just a little bit, like a week or two. Usually try to watch a couple more, but we haven't really been watching too many. Okay, now I gotta sit and think about my next color. So, oh, I missed part of the blue in one of this parts right here. Go back over that. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I don't know if I want to do... Tell I didn't plan this out very well, but that's okay. Debating if I want to do a pink. I'm going to do pink in here, I think. We'll see how it looks. See, how's that? That's okay, I think. So I finished reading Slender Man. Ugh. That's all I'm going to say about that. That was a tough one. I like to read true stuff. I don't know. Do any of you read true stuff? Horrific events and stuff. I read a lot of different stuff though too. And then I hope I'm remembering the title right. I finished reading Harvesting the Heart, Jodi Picoult. I think it's Picoult. I think it's Picoult. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I finished that one and It was really good, and some parts were just irritating me, but it had me hooked still. The ending was, I mean, it was good, but I guess I just wish it ended different. So I've read, I think, 4 or 5 books so far this year. And I read usually late at night or in the morning when my kids are asleep. Well, if my son's awake and getting ready for school in the shower, because he can do that himself, um, I'll read then. But if my daughter's up, I don't read. And then nights that I'm not recording and the kids are in bed, I'll read sometimes. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes we'll just watch a movie or... We tried playing this game that we've had forever and I keep forgetting about it. And it says you can play 2 players. And I wanted it so bad, and we had gotten it for a gift for a wedding. It's actually the Jaws game. I don't know. That's just too complicating and too much detail. I feel like there needs to be more than 2. Me and my husband sat there like there's tons of instructions on it. And we like those types of games sometimes, but that one was just... So I feel bad because I don't know if we'll ever play that game. I don't know. But no, we are normally a family that loves to play games. We're usually at home a lot though too, so that's probably why we like to do those things. On Saturday we had gone to Sam's Club. We got just, what we needed. I usually make a list every month because Sam's Club is, if you don't know, it's like a bulk store. And like usually like if we run out of or getting low on toilet paper, aluminum foil, we buy in bulk so it lasts us months. So then I don't need it again till we're about out. And they have clothing there too, like name brand clothing. And they didn't really have much for girls, so my daughter didn't really get any clothes. But my son got some Levi's for $10, and he got 2 Levi t-shirts that are really nice. They're really nice. The 2 of them together for $4 and something, so that was a great deal. And I got some new socks there, some Reebok socks. I think they were like $10. I got a bunch of them. I don't remember. The pack was huge. But they're really comfortable socks. So yeah, we got the things that we needed. That's what usually I do it online, but my husband thought we'd get out and just go there because it was such a nice day on Saturday. And then we went, okay, so Sam's Club from us is about a 45-minute drive. And they also had a Hobby Lobby like we do, but we checked theirs out. Oh, they have had tons of sales. That same day, my husband was in our Hobby Lobby and we didn't have any sales. I don't know, but they had tons of sales. I got some things. My husband got some things. My son found his, I don't know, they're called Bakugan toys for like a reduced price. So we got him some of those. And then my daughter found this like dough set, like Play-Doh set. It was called like dough. And it came with a bunch of different things you could do, like tons of things. And it was only like $11.99. So she got that. They got those for being good in the store. So yeah, they had so many things. Like the store was packed there. They had lines and everything. So they were having some good sales at that one. Not the one where I live, but. So yeah. All right, let's see what next color I'm going to use. I'm thinking I think I'm going to do green right around here. Yes, I'm going to do green there. And then we ate at this buffet. It's called like Star Ocean Buffet. And we went like around lunch hour, so I was thinking it was going to be super busy, and it wasn't. But a half hour later, the place was packed. So we went at the right time, and me and my husband have been craving sushi, so we got that, and the kids got what they wanted there to eat. So normally we don't like eat out or order a lot, but I feel like the past 2 days we have. I guess it was just like a treat. We'll see how that looks. I don't know how Okay, that's weird. Am I missing something? Because these other ones don't have that. Look at that. They don't have that line. Weird. Oh, okay then. That's okay. All right, so I think I'm going to use the purple in here. I'm just kind of going with it, and we'll see how it looks when we're done. So yeah, we did that, ate there, and then we came home and then unloaded everything, and my daughter fell asleep on the way back because we left early Saturday, early in the morning, and we were home at like maybe 2 something, I think. And then so while she was resting and stuff, I put away everything for Sam's Club, and my son and my husband, they went to do what we call a cardboard run. So we store like a bunch of cardboard that we have with, anything that we have, and then we take it to the recycling center. We do that probably every other month, so we get a good pile to bring there. So they did that, and it was a good Saturday. Okay, so blue. Let me see. I think I'm going to do the blue in here. So back to reading. So since I like Jodi Picoult, I've read this will be my third one. I got another book of hers that I just started. That's what I'm going to talk about. So I just started Picture Perfect. Have any of you read that book? Do you read Jodi Picoult? I'm still reading that book, Pretending to be Erica. I'm getting close to finishing. It's getting so good, though. Like, she's pretending to be this girl named Erica that went missing a long time ago and moves in with her family. And she's like a con artist, so she was raised by this guy named Sal, and he's getting her to do this, but so she's with this family since she's supposed to be Erica, their missing daughter. It's good. And she's trying to break a code to get some picture. And the father's like in a hospital because he's having some issues. I think he has since his daughter went missing, so years ago. She's trying to crack the code to like a safe or some numbers that he has because she wants this picture or something that's probably worth a bunch of money. But I think she's growing, like, because her real name was Violet and she's pretending to be Erica, so she's like fighting with her mind, kind of. And she actually like looks like her because she got stuff done to look like her because Sal wanted her to. It's good. There was another book I got and I can't remember what it's called. My brain is just like blah. I read multiple books at once. I've done that for a while. Like I'll read one for a while and take a break. Because some books, like I get irritated with some parts or some parts I'm like, oh, I don't want to end, so I'll stop for a little bit and jump to something else for a little bit and then I'll go back. I just do that. And I can still remember. Just something I've always been able to do. Okay, so pink. I think I'm going to do these pink. Because I'm also reading the book called The Perfect Marriage. And if you have Amazon Prime and you have a Kindle, they have something called Prime Reading, where you can they have thousands of books for free if you have Prime. And you can borrow them as long as you want. I think you can only be limited up to 10, I believe. So I have 3 from them. But I can't remember the other one for the life of me that I got from the library. Maybe I'm not very far in it. That's probably why. Sometimes if I'm not too far, it's like I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Sorry, it's like bothering me now. It's nothing scary. I don't know. If I remember it, I'll tell you guys. I just can't think right now. I hope you all are enjoying this color in chat. Another thing about my library, I use the Libby app. Ooh, this is one of those books that's hard to get into, to the little crevice. Um, we have lots of children's books at my house too, but sometimes, my kids, they want something different. So today, well, the other day, I let my daughter pick some books out that she wanted from the library, and I got them right on there, and I read them to her some. They have like a storyteller, kind of like an audiobook, but it's actual pictures, a picture book, so my daughter can follow along. She loved it. She absolutely loved it. And then my son, he's been talking about this. I think it's called Cat Kid Comic Club. Kids in his class, and they have it in Scholastic and stuff, which we buy him books, but I think it's better if we do at the library, because some books, he may not really. And books can be expensive too, Granted, I have a lot of books, but I read a lot too, more than my son does. I'm hoping this helps, but so on the Libby app, I let him pick out some books, and he's just cruising through these books. Like, he wants to read more and more and pick out more books. So I think that works out great. Picking out books that they enjoy. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is green. I'm thinking. Think I'm going to, no, because it's going to touch. I think I'm going to do the pink in here too. So there's going to be a lot of pink, but that's okay. So yeah, the Libby app works great. Well, for a while, you have to have a library card. And I hadn't been to the library in years. It lets you try to look up your number and everything, and it wouldn't recognize. And my husband's like, just use mine, So I'd use his. And finally, they wanted all this information and verifying, and I did everything, and he did everything, and it wasn't working. So I was like, well, we're going to have to go to the library and actually go back in and get a card, a new one. So then it updated the app, and then still wanted his verifiers, and we did all that, and it just wasn't working. So then it asked, and then it did something else, I don't remember, but then I'm like, well, let's try mine to see if it'll let me create one, because before it wouldn't without a library card. It works now, so I have one under my name. If it happens again, we'll just go into the library. The library's not too far from us, so we'll just go and get a card. So I think my son is actually enjoying reading now more, since I've been letting him use that, and he just reads off my iPad. Probably could put it on his, because he has an iPad too, but I like to be more in control of mine, and then I know he, you know what I mean? His is limited too, but I like just to have it on mine. Oh gosh, I really got all the lines on that one. That's okay. Okay, so next color. Now, do we think we're gonna, because I'm starting to wonder, are these all gonna be attached? Do we think all of this is gonna be one color? I'm thinking it is. First I was thinking they'd be separate, but it almost looks like they're gonna be attached as one. So I think I'm gonna do that green, because I don't think anything will touch it then. So I'm just going to do it that way, and we'll see how it turns out. So you guys, I have all my videos planned out for March. I just haven't put them in my calendar yet. I use a calendar to keep track of my plans, and I think I've said in a previous video if I don't get to that or something, usually if it'd be like 1 or 2 maybe, then I'll just move it to the next month, right away the next month. Like it'll be like the first set of videos. So yes, I'm excited. Can you believe March is going to be here already? And I have St. Patrick's Day and Easter. And I've been craving corned beef and cabbage and carrots and potatoes. Do any of you guys eat that on St. Patrick's Day? We've done it a couple times. And I only have a little bit of Irish in me, and so does my husband. We're not like a lot of Irish, but it's still fun. I used to buy, last year I bought like mint ice cream and got some green sprinkles, and we got chocolate syrup. My kids, yeah, they're not a fan of mint ice cream. Well, I guess my daughter is. She likes any sweets, but my son was not. He's like, I don't like this. But they like mint. They had like, kind of reminds me of those fudge stripe cookies, but they were like chocolate and minty. They liked those though, so I don't know. Maybe just the ice cream wasn't their thing. Well, his thing, I should say. We still ate it though, you know, me and my husband. And we try not to waste anything. So around the holidays or something, I try to buy fun little stuff. So my sister, she was recently asking how I plan like meals. Like she needs to do that. She wants to do that. So I tell her I look to see whatever is on a good sale. And then I go from there. So for example, if there were ricottas on sale, let's say, ricotta cheese. Okay, well, what can I make with ricotta? I'm going to make lasagna. So I've making lasagna without any of that, just plain Jane. I've made it with cottage cheese and I made it with ricotta. So we're going to do that. And I'm on a 2-week budget. Remember, I get groceries every 2 weeks, so I plan everything out. And then another thing, like example, they have a bag of mixed vegetables, like 12 ounce. I see they got some chicken breasts on sale. What can I make? Well, I have rice at home. I'm going to make chicken and rice casserole with mixed vegetables. So I basically plan around whatever is a good sale at the store and with what I have. And every grocery trip, I always buy fruits and some vegetables that they have if they're, I buy vegetables actually all the time, just like I have canned vegetables too. So, you know what I mean, I guess? So that's how I planned. Well, grocery shopping, I had done that on Friday. They had a bunch of breakfast items on sale. And so I got a bunch of breakfast items. Like, oh, we can do this. We can make this. We can do that. For breakfast. Because I have plenty of meat. I still have plenty of vegetables, So I just plan meals with stuff. And I always like to have canned goods and stuff on hand. And frozen vegetables. Sometimes frozen fruit. So that's kind of how I plan meals. It just works out that way for me. It's easier, I think. I used to, years ago, before my daughter was even born or anything. I used to write down 365 days of meals. I'd write it on Microsoft and print it out. And those are what we'd be having. And I'd shuffle the list, and that's what we'd have. Which is a neat idea, but it's a lot of work. Might not sound like it, but... And if I ever had to go back to that, I would, but... And it's neat to think of ideas, but it's just easier for me to follow what, is on sale at the store, what kind of meals I can make with that. I can come up in my head. Some stuff I already planned before that, a couple things at home before I go to the store, but with stuff we have. But usually every 2 weeks. Our fridge is pretty bare by 2 weeks. Our shelves are pretty good. I mean, they're not bare, but not really bare either, I should say, but yeah, so we just do that. Are any of you meal planners? How do you meal plan? I always love to hear that kind of stuff because I always look for like inspo on that. Budget friendly. Like me and my sisters, we talk about like our grocery bill and they're just shocked. I'm just like, well, I always look what's on sale. I literally do. Once in a while, if we absolutely need something that's not on sale, yes, but that's rare, just occasionally might be that way. Same with like clothing. I buy all that on sale. For my kids, I usually buy up a size so they have for next year. Okay, I'm just trying to look at this to make sure I'm coloring this right without messing it up. I look to see how this looks. Oh, I don't know. Is that too much green? Maybe. That's okay though. It's a fun picture. We are kind of getting closer though, honestly. We are. We're just keep chugging along. And these markers are still coloring nice. Again, they are at 5 below. I gotta move this down. Sorry, I like move it up and bump it. I've been wanting to go bowling lately. Me and my husband are kind of talking about that. But they do like late night bowling, so it's probably to like 10. My son could stay up on the weekend that late, but my daughter, she wouldn't be able to make it that long. And they start late too. Or wait, no, it's like till 11. I think it starts at 10. No, 9:30 or something. It changed. It used to run to like midnight, 1 o'clock when I was a kid. They call it moonlight bowling. But I think my brother likes to go with his kids. I think he said it starts at like 9:30 to like 11 now. But yeah, my daughter won't be able to stay up that late. She's young yet, so if it's still around, which I'm hoping it is then. My son's gone bowling. She's been there. We've been there for birthday parties and stuff. But she didn't ever really want to do that. So hopefully when she's a little older, we'll be able to do that with her. She's been talking about how she wants to go back to Great Wolf Resort because we went there in the fall. I'm like, wow. My son and husband, they're actually going to take a father and son trip in June. And they're going to be gone on Father's Day. They're going to be going with my nephew and his dad. Fishing trip. So, me and my daughter. So we'll get bonding time, and my husband and son will get bonding time. Which will be nice. Well, what are we thinking? Do you guys like it so far? I'm thinking I probably could have done a different color inside, but that's okay. These color pretty smooth too, I think. Okay, one more spot here, I think, and then we can move on to the next color. My daughter's been obsessed with stamps lately. I was going to check to see if our dollar store had stamps. We have stamps. I got out of this kids Melissa and Doug set a long time ago when my son was little, and it's still good. He used it a little bit, but she loves it. Stamps, maybe get her some stencils. She's into all that stuff. Okay, next color I think I'm going to use. Ooh, let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Now this part's going to get me mixed up, I think. Okay, so I think I'm going to color this part purple. Oops. This part I think is going to mix me up with all these lines. So I'm going to have to try to do them the same without getting, maybe I just go, we'll see. We'll see. This is really relaxing though and fun, even though my eyes play tricks. I can't wait to color in it again after this. There's probably a ton of neat patterns in here. I'm not seeing. Okay, so we have been coloring for an hour and a half. I'm gonna say if I'm not done about 2 hours, then I'm gonna probably just finish it up myself. We'll see. Oh, so you guys, I would tell you all the time that we have a lake behind our house. Now, where we live, we mostly get geese or ducks on it. Today, there was a swan out there. Those things are so big and so pretty. We've had swans on there before. One year we had a ton of them, but I haven't seen them in a few years, so I was like, wow. But it was so far across the lake, I couldn't get a picture. You could see it clearly that it was a swan, but you just couldn't get a picture because it was far away. They're so pretty. Okay, the next color I'm using is blue. Blue. Okay, I'm thinking I probably am going to end up flipping the book. So back to meals. What are you guys planning to make for the week? You guys planning any meals? Tomorrow I think I'm going to make tacos with some Spanish rice. Or white rice. We do either or. Sometimes I'll make like a cilantro lime rice, but I'm not going to make that tomorrow, I don't think. And then the next day, I'm going to cook a whole pork roast. And then I'll use part of it, I think, one night for barbecue pork sandwiches. And then, of course, we'll have sides too. And then the rest of it, I'll use it for something else one of the other nights. So those are my plans. Always looking for new meal ideas. Even if it's something I won't make for a while until something's on sale, or if we have the stuff, I can make it. Was it last week I had a dozen eggs for a while, and I was like, well, sometimes we do breakfast for supper, but I was like, I am craving egg salad sandwiches. So I made those, and I made quite a bit, so for us anyway, I did. So good. And I like mine on toasted bread. I know a lot of people don't, but I like mine on toasted bread. Same with my BLTs, I like on toasted bread. My husband doesn't eat his toasted any of those. My son doesn't either. My daughter doesn't either. She don't really like egg salad, I don't think. She likes bacon, but not lettuce and tomato. Okay, so I'm going to color this one. think I might just start with the lines first and go from there. Like right here, so I don't get myself mixed up too much. And I'll probably make lasagna this week or next week. My son's been asking for it so bad. He loves lasagna. I'll be making it with ricotta because it was on sale. But I always look at the sale prices too, because some stuff, like in one of our stores, they had blueberries on sale. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll get blueberries, but the organic ones were cheaper. So I got the organic ones. They were good. Or like, what did I look at? And I was like, that's on sale, but they had something else way cheaper too. Something organic that was on sale. Oh, it was organic yogurt, and I've had it before and it's really good. It was a big tub of it, but they had the same flavor and everything in the regular kind for a cheaper price, so I just got that one. So I'm always looking around too. Yeah, that kind of just happened when I was expecting my first kid, my son. Started meal planning and watching everything. Stuff does add up quick. I've seen that the egg prices were going up here, so usually we get eggs farm fresh, but we haven't in a while. But they had the brown eggs on sale. They were the cheapest ones, so I was like, yes. We like them all, so it doesn't really matter really to us, but I just get whatever's the better deal. Okay, what do we think? How's that coming? So me and my daughter have been going on a lot of walks. The days that are nice happen to fall usually on the weekday when my son's in school. So, so these are gonna touch. I'm thinking. Okay, so the colors are gonna touch. Oh, well, I guess. Wasn't gonna do that, but then I'm like, okay. So we've been going on walks a lot, me and my daughter. She loves going on. We don't go on super long ones at like 20-25 minutes. She gets tired. She's getting kind of too big for her stroller. So, and she's old enough, you know. She was walking last year a little bit out. She loves walking. We go on this little trail. It's not too far from our house. She loves going on the trails. And I told her when it gets really warmer, nicer out, we can go on the longer trail if she can make it that far and go to the park. So she was very excited to hear that. Because I used to take her on that trail, but just have her in the stroller. But like I said, she's getting bigger now, so. I am getting out of the lines everywhere, I feel. I started a workout last week, sorry. Oh my gosh, I cannot turn this for you guys, I'm sorry. So I started this workout last week. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was doing, thinking, because it was like, I'm like, oh, this looks easy. This is called like a HIIT workout. And I am out of shape, honestly. So I was like, whoa, what is this? I did it. It wasn't even a long workout, and I was just tired, exhausted. My daughter likes to exercise with me. She tries to do that stuff. My son does too, so he can do push-ups with one arm. I wish I could. And he's in elementary school. But no, he likes exercising too. But after that, like the whole week, my upper thighs were just killing me. I was like, this hurts so bad. I was probably beat red in the face too by the time I was done. I need to try it again though and see if there's an easier one or something. I mean, there's plenty of videos on YouTube I can watch of exercising. Usually in the spring and summer is when I want to exercise. That makes me feel good. The winter, honestly, no, I don't want to do anything. Okay, so I think the next color I'm going to use is green. I'm just going to touch the other one, which is okay. So what is everyone doing tonight? Doing anything fun? You're just listening, you're coloring along. Are you diamond painting? Are you drawing? Doing any fun hobby? Crocheting? Anything? Okay, how's the screen looking around there? Like I said, I just kind of thought of the colors I thought would look good, but I don't know. I just kind of picked them, and these colors remind me of Easter. Well, it doesn't look that bad. So I'll probably color just a little tiny bit more and then wrap it up tonight. I'm not going to do a part 2. I'll just finish it up on my own, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. We're already almost at 1:45, so go a little bit longer. Maybe online it will say if they have more of these markers in different colors because I really like them. I think it's worth $5 or $5.55. I think it was $5. I think that's what my husband said because he actually picked these up for me. He's getting something and then he's like, I seen these, and he's always buying me stuff. Okay, next color. I don't know if I should do the purple on the inside or should we just stick to the lines for now? Maybe stick to the lines for now. So I have been craving ice cream lately. We have ice cream at my house too. I just haven't ate it. My kids would probably eat it before I would, but so maybe I'm already getting tired, so we'll see. I don't even like to eat late at night. I am just craving ice cream, and I got butter pecan, and it's so good. I love that kind. So maybe I'll have some, or I'll wait a little longer. I don't know. We'll see, but I've been craving it so bad. Must be this nice weather that we've been having, making me want ice cream. Because I eat ice cream once in a blue moon, but not very often. Sometimes I'm like, that sounds really good. Okay, so this is the inside. What's your favorite ice cream? Or don't you eat ice cream? I know some people are allergic to dairy, but do they make dairy free? I think they do. I think someone I know was talking about that. Okay, next color I think I'm going to use is the blue. Oh, I bumped the camera. Sorry, guys. Do you guys have any exciting plans this week or this weekend coming up? I think I'm going to go look for some flowers, daffodils, for my mom. Because I was talking about that, I think, in one of my other videos that we were going to do that. I think we're doing that this weekend. And then go visiting her, the kids, and the husband. And then probably go over to Dad's for a while and visit with him and hang out. Good weekend. Do you guys think I should keep going or should I just stop? I'm so close, I know. I just don't want to keep you guys waiting and have you guys. This is kind of a long video, so. I really need to get back on watching my TV shows. I've been talking about them, but I just haven't. My husband's been watching a lot of videos on laser cutting because he got a laser cutting machine and he's been practicing on that. He got that for Valentine's Day from me, and he got me my new mother's ring, which I'm wearing. It probably looks similar to my other one that I used to wear. My other one was just silver, and it was starting to get bent, kind of out of shape. I'm keeping it forever, yes. This one he got white gold for me, like my ring. Like my wedding ring, he got it in white gold. And the stones are my birthday and my kids' birthday month. So yeah, he just got me a new one because he seen my other one was getting rough. And I might put my other one on a necklace. We'll see. And the kids, my son got a stuffed animal from his sister and a toy. And he got her a stuffed animal with a blanket. And I love the blanket he picked out for her. Absolutely love it. Okay, I'm trying to see. Do you guys know if there's an app where you can keep track of your coloring books? Well, I have a bookshelf for my books. I bet I could create another one. Actually, I think I can create another bookshelf and just put my color books in there. That will take some time though. Just so I'm not like, because I've done it with reading books before and I should have known better to look, but some of them didn't register. So I had to type them in and I don't know if I did it then. So I'm not getting the same ones unless I absolutely want the same one again. Okay, so this one's going to be here. And I probably got to go get my daughter some new tennis shoes. Her feet grow so fast too, just like her brother. Tennis shoes are starting to get tight. She had some Saucony, really good shoe. And have you guys ever shopped on like 6pm.com? They kind of remind me of like a TJ Maxx Marshalls. Yeah, I got really, really affordable shoes on there. Okay, so the green is going to touch again, I think. If I do green with the pink, I'm thinking. Well, then this is going to be, okay, that should work, I think. That's all right. I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, she had some really nice Saucony shoes I got for her on there. I used to buy my son shoes on there all the time when he was younger too. When he was like 2 or 3, he had some Nike high tops. They were so cute. Everybody loved his shoes. They were my favorite on him. But now for my son, we drive usually about 45 minutes away to that town we go to go to Sam's Club because they have tons of stores. And we go to some shoe stores there and get his shoes for him. His feet are huge. And he needs 2 pair, you know, usually for school. One to wear all the time and then one for gym. One for gym. Now, when I was a kid, I think I remember only having 1 pair of shoes the whole year. I mean, maybe in elementary I remember having, I don't know. I know we had gym shoes. Maybe we did have gym shoes. Yeah, I think so. But other than that, I think our shoes had to last us when I was a kid. And his used to not last, but these Adidas ones he has are just the best shoe, I think. He had similar ones but a different color last year and they lasted. So I think we went back to them this year when he was at school because we're like, these lasted way better than all the other brands. Because there was one year, I don't even remember what shoe he had. He was in kindergarten. I think the shoes only lasted like a month and the bottoms were coming out. And they weren't like cheap shoes. They're like a name brand. So yeah, usually we try to find good shoes for him to last for school. Okay, so now I gotta think about this one. I wonder if I make it the same color. I think I'm gonna do purple. Should we just finish it? I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm really like, don't want to keep you waiting. Now my son wears uniform to school because he does go to a Catholic school. And my daughter will be too. But I don't think they start wearing uniforms till they're like in kindergarten, so my daughter won't be wearing them right away. So she'll get to go school shopping. Now my brother, I can't even talk. My son didn't go to preschool there. He went somewhere else where he was at for daycare. But yeah, she's going to be going where her brother is, so she'll be excited. She told me the other day she was a little nervous. I said, well, you don't have to be nervous. It's okay if you are, but I'm going to have so many friends, and she likes to talk, so she likes to say hi to everyone, so I'm sure she'll be just fine. She'll probably like picking out her school clothes too. These markers are lasting, guys. Well, I guess the purple's gonna touch a little bit too. Oh wow. It's gonna touch a lot actually. It's okay. My eyes are starting to play tricks on me. When we were at Hobby Lobby, I seen all these little bead sets, and it reminds me of when I was a kid, like making the friendship bracelets. And we used to be able to buy like friendship necklace, and they'd be like split in half, or for your friend get the other one. Used to always buy those. Me and my best friend when we were kids, and we're still friends. You know what? I think I colored something wrong. Or did I not? No. I didn't. I don't know. It's okay. My husband's so funny. He forgot he had. Well, he's been so busy too. He ordered some like wood pieces or something from somewhere to practice on his laser cutter, and we get notifications what mail and when we're getting mail. And he's like, "Do you got more books coming?" I'm like, "No, I didn't order anything unless I won some books, or I get like publishing companies sending me books to review." So yeah, he got something in the mail. He's like, "No, it's mine. I forgot." I do that sometimes too, though. You forget. It's like you get so busy and you're like, "Oh gosh, I forgot I ordered these." It happens. So I already got some things for my March haul, and that's a ways away yet. Well, not really, but it'll be a little ways away. And I'm really excited to share with you guys what I got. Probably mid-March when I do that, though. Just in case, you never know. Okay, what is... I'm thinking to myself here. Wonder if I move this over. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to color this in blue too. Any new shows out? I'm pretty sure my husband's probably looking for a new show to watch. Okay, I'm thinking. Have you guys ever seen that movie For Richer or Poor with Tim Allen and Kirstie Alley? That movie makes me laugh so hard. I think it's still on Tubi TV. If you don't know what Tubi TV is, it's TUBI TV. You can stream it on a Roku, or if you have a smart TV, it's free. They have some good shows and movies. My son watches Tom and Jerry off of that. Okay, wait a minute. I'm thinking. So that one and that one. I'm just going to color this one, I think. Okay. Yeah, so that movie cracks me up, and it's on there. So I started watching some of it the other day. Sometimes you need a good laugh. And I seen they have Sleepless in Seattle on there with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. I own that movie, but I was like, oh my gosh, I need to watch this again. I love that movie too. And my son wanted to watch Godzilla on there. So we started watching some of that a little bit. But it didn't last long. My daughter can't really, she's young. We can't really watch it when she's awake. And there's a new Godzilla movie coming out this year. I can't remember the date. My son is so excited. Mom, can we go see that? He loves Godzilla and King Kong. And he likes the old classic cartoons. He likes all the older stuff. Some of the newer stuff, but mostly the older stuff. I've been wanting to go thrifting. Do any of you guys go thrifting? The place we were in, that's 45 minutes away from us, they have quite a bit of thrift stores, but my daughter, like I said, she was getting tired, so I'm sure we'll go back that way again. We go back there every so often because our town doesn't really have too many places. We have like one thrift store, but I don't know. And I donate to some, and the one I donate is in the other town because we don't really have a spot here where they take, I don't know. They have a one, but they don't really take too much, I guess. I actually, when I was in my teens, I used to work, well, I don't even know if any of them are open anymore. I used to work at Kmart, and I used to get because we needed white shirts, I used to get them at the thrift store because, I needed them all the time, and it was it was affordable, and they were there. It was so hard to find white shirts at a store. I mean, you'd find some, but didn't want to pay a fortune for them. So I would get some of mine from the thrift store. Some I would buy new, If they have a good sale, I'd buy new ones. But some, they were nice, and a lot of people liked the shirts. They're like, oh, that's a pretty white shirt. Oh, thanks. I don't know. They're like, I guess I'd call it more like a blouse, but they were white. That's kind of what I would wear. Yeah, I worked there for quite a few years. Okay, let me think here. Okay, this is after the blue. Okay. Do you guys remember your first job as a teenager? If you worked as a teenager? Well, technically, I shouldn't say that was my first job because I babysat for a very long time. I used to babysit for years. I would babysit in the summertime when I wasn't in school, Monday through Friday, and sometimes Saturdays. Monday through Friday would be like 7 to 3:30, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And I got paid and everything. And then on the weekends, I would from like 7 to 1, 2 in the morning if the people wanted to go out or something. So yes, I babysat a lot. Sorry, as a child. Well, teenager. It was so funny too because one of my friend's moms always thought, she knew I babysat all the time. We've been friends for years. Her mom always thought out of all of us girls, I would be the one to have children first because I've babysat all the time. But I wasn't. I was almost the last one out of a group of us. We kind of joked about that a little bit. Because it ended up being someone that she didn't think was going to have kids or something. Oh, I just waited for a long time. Have you guys ever made quiches for like breakfast? I've been craving one of those too, so maybe tomorrow I'll make one of those for me and my husband. My son and daughter, when they wake up in the morning, they usually say, "Can we have pancakes?" I make a bunch of those. I think I may have mentioned that as well. I make a ton of them and freeze them because they always want pancakes. Once in a blue moon, I can't talk, blue moon, they will switch it up. Not very often though. Oh, we're almost done. I don't know if I'm gonna actually color. I don't know if I want to color that white part. I really like this purple. What's your favorite color that I've used so far out of these four? I've always liked purple though, which is weird. I don't own a lot of color purple for like clothing. Most of my clothing is black. I don't know, I just like the color black too. I feel comfortable in it. It goes with a lot of things. I mean, I have other colors too, obviously, but most of it is black. I don't know what the second most color would be, but I don't know. We'll see when I'm done with these round circles if I decide to color the white part. I don't know, because I think that is the pattern. So almost have to, I'd think, but I don't know. Use the pink. And then I probably will go around with the green. I have a song, a country song stuck in my head. The country artist, you know, Chris Young. I actually seen him a few years back, before I think I even had my daughter. Me and my niece, her boyfriend, and my sister went for my birthday. My husband's like, yeah, go. You know, you've been wanting to see him for such a long time. and he stayed home with our oldest. And we came home the same night and everything. It was an outside concert. It was so fun. But I have his song Raised on Country in my head, and it won't get out. Probably because I heard it earlier, because I was doing some things, and sometimes when I'm picking up and cleaning before I go places, I like to get stuff done so I don't have to come home and deal with it later, you know? Like, get the cleaning done. Clean every day. So yeah, I heard that song and now it's been stuck in my head ever since. Well, I don't know if I should color it. I think it almost will be too much. Or won't it be too much green? Let's just do it. Let me color the whole page. I like the way it looks now though. But this is part of the pattern, so I probably need to. Okay, last color. Sorry guys. This is 2 minutes and 16 so far. I don't even know. Is this even my longest video? I don't know. Usually I break them up into parts if they're too long, but I always like to color just something and finish something for you guys. It's nice to, you know, I don't mind doing parts. Sometimes it's just nice to get it all done. So on the markers, I personally would recommend them 10 out of 10 for me. If you can handle the smell. I don't smell it now, so. And if you're familiar with Dabo and Shobo, I love them, so. I'm not going to be able to get fully in because of that. That's why I like perforated edges too in a lot of books. Because I don't have to worry about, I can tear it out and color the whole page, if that makes sense. Ooh, that was squeaky. Sorry. That makes me think of ASMR when I hear it. Have you guys ever heard of ASMR? Do you watch ASMR? Do you like it? I watch some ASMR. But mostly it helps me relax. If I watch it, it's like to go to sleep. Because it does help me go to bed. Ooh. Sorry, I'm like holding it here because the book's moving. What kind of music do you guys listen to? I listen to a wide variety. So I basically have, I still use Pandora. I basically put it on shuffle and I let it play whatever because I listen to such a wide range of music. I use it mostly when I'm cleaning. And we do themes sometimes. Like if we're having like pasta, I'll like turn it to like Italian music or something when we're eating, and it's just fun. The kids love it. And we love it too because then we feel like we're in a restaurant. Sounds kind of cheesy, but we do that every once in a while with different dishes. Because we don't, like I said, it was like rare that we had ordered or eaten out twice. in like 2 days. We don't do that often, but usually eat at home. We try to get creative. And for a while, my kids wanted music every night at supper because they loved it so much. I actually haven't done that in a little bit. Maybe tomorrow when I make supper, we'll do that. Because my kids like music too. Well, we almost colored a whole page. The last piece and we are finished. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Or maybe you got some coloring in or some hobbies in. That's what I like to do. All right, that is it. We are finished. We completed the picture. And no yellowing. That is Relaxation Patterns by Coco Wyo. And the markers, again, are from Five Below. 21 count illustration pastel markers. I will leave the coloring book linked down below. If you liked this video and made it this far, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet and enjoyed this video as well, please consider subscribing. I can't even talk. Please consider subscribing. And as always, I hope you all have a nice night. I think it's time for bed. And happy coloring. Bye.